Breaking overnight, Dallas police ambush. New this morning at 8 o'clock. We have learned 12 officers were shot. That's up from 11 as we previously reported. At least 5 of them have died. It was a truly chaotic scene last night as gunfire erupted at a protest over the recent deadly police shootings in Louisiana and Minnesota. The city's mayor addressed the tragedy a few hours ago before the 5th officer was pronounced dead.
It is a heartbreaking morning to lose these 4 officers that proudly served our citizens.
And at last check, we were told 3 suspects were in custody while a standoff with a 4th suspect lasted well into the night. We do have team coverage this morning. Todd Wallace and Rosie Woods both working the story. We begin, though, first with Todd Wallace in our breaking news center.
Hey, good morning. Dallas police say the shooters were snipers who attacked ambush style from an elevated position. That 4th suspect is now dead. This is a picture of Dallas police officers saluting their fallen comrades just outside of Parkland Hospital. 5 officers were killed by the snipers during what had been described as a peaceful protest in Dallas against the shooting deaths of 2 African-American men by police in Louisiana and Minnesota. Dallas police have been and exchanging gunfire with that 4th suspect for hours at a downtown parking garage. He was killed by police. 3 suspects are in custody. Dallas Police Chief David Brown says the shooters planned to injure and kill as many officers as they could. One of the officers killed in the ambush is 43-year-old Brent Thompson. DART, the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Police, says Thompson is the first DART officer killed in the line of duty. Thompson joined the agency in 2009. These are the names of the 3 DART officers who are now recovering this morning. 44-year-old Omar Cannon, 39-year-old Jesus Reytana, and 32-year-old Misty McBride.
I said that I love you and that I'm glad you're here.
Realized that when she got shot that she fell over and turned around, started crawling back toward the car, and the other officers got her and put her in the car and brought her over here. That was McBride's father and daughter explaining what happened. Police say this was a targeted, coordinated attack, and it is the single attack against law enforcement since September 11th of 2001. Information on this story, of course, is still developing throughout the morning. We'll bring you the very latest details coming up in the next half hour. But for now, Todd Wallace reporting live in the Breaking News Center.
Now, Dallas officers ambushed. 5 police officers were shot and killed. 7 others were wounded in a sniper attack last night. It happened at what started as a peaceful protest following 2 deadly police shootings that happened earlier this week. Overnight, the president, who is in Poland, spoke about the Dallas massacre that happened a few hours ago.
As I told Mayor Rawlings, I believe that I speak for every single American when I say that we are horrified over these events and that we stand united with the people and the police department in Dallas.
We're working new details on this investigation. Eyewitness News reporter Todd Wallace begins our team coverage live in the Breaking News Center.
And good morning once again, Danielle. K-9 units have conducted a primary and secondary sweep of the downtown Dallas area, and no explosives have been found. As for the standoff, that is now over. Gunfire rang out Thursday night around 10 o'clock Eastern time as demonstrators marched against the shooting deaths of 2 African-American men by police in Louisiana and Minnesota. A total of 12 officers have been shot. 5 have been killed. Authorities say some of the 7 injured officers have been undergoing surgery. 3 suspects are in custody. Dallas police have been negotiating and exchanging gunfire with that 4th suspect for hours at a parking garage in downtown Dallas. He was eventually killed by police. Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings says the city is supporting the brave men and women in the police department.
They are coming together as a force like I've never seen them before. Obviously, they're putting their arms around the families. It's just a shock to these families, but they're proud at the same time, and they know that the city is grieving with them.
We do expect to hear more about this tragedy in Dallas throughout the day. Meanwhile, Eyewitness News reporter Rosie Woods is continuing our live team coverage now with more details on this terrible tragedy. Rosie?
Thanks, Todd. Well, as you know, we have been following this throughout the day and since it broke last night, but now we are hearing from eyewitnesses who saw this all take place in Dallas. Take a look.
What's next? What's next? What's next?
And then so he turned around trying to shoot at him, he got hit, boom, fell. Ran up, boom, 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 kept going. Boom, shot a out the loud, boom. She fell, she got up, kept running.
And shot him with the AR, he emptied the whole clip in the police officer chest. We live out here in Dallas. Live, this is not.
But you saw what happened.
And I saw this with my eyes.
Not to say I don't understand rallies and I don't understand everyone wanting to go and be a part of, but you really have to take caution when you decide to step out of your house.
And there's a lot of reaction coming in from around the world this morning. Donald Trump among those commenting, tweeting out prayers and condolences to all the families who are so thoroughly devastated by the horrors we are all watching take place in our community. Now, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders have not tweeted out anything, as we just saw Trump did, but Hillary Clinton has canceled a campaign event with Biden today in light of what has happened. Now, we will continue to follow this story throughout the day. All developments will be on air as well as on our website. Live in the control room, Rosie Woods, Eyewitness News.
And new at 8:30, we have this statement posted on the Rhode Island State Police Facebook page. It reads in part, "The men and women of the Rhode Island State Police share in the outrage felt by all in the law enforcement community on the vicious attacks and assassinations of our fellow officers in Dallas, Texas." Now, before last night, Dallas had lost 80 police officers in the line of duty over their history. One of them, you may remember, was a native Rhode Islander. Officer Brian Jackson was shot and killed in November of 2005 while chasing a suspect on foot. That suspect was later convicted of that killing and sentenced to death. Jackson graduated from Portsmouth High School and URI. His parents still live in Middletown. And stay with us as we continue to follow the latest on the Dallas investigation and also the latest on the two men recently killed by police this week. We'll bring you up to date on the air and online throughout the day at WPRI.com.